Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about issue number 39 of X-Force, written by Benjamin Percy. But before we dive into the story, I want to ask you a favor. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like and a comment to help the channel grow. So with that said, this issue opens up right after issue number 32 of Wolverine's standalone comic, for a pissed-off Logan just dropped off Beast's body in the middle of the Quiet Council's chamber as he goes on the hunt. Now following that epic scene, Sage walks into the chamber ready to debate with the council on the issue at hand, for the council overall stance on the issue was something I unfortunately seen coming. Because after a quick psychic debriefing to the council, Storm immediately proclaims Beast was out of line and committed horrible deeds, and brought up the tragedy at Terra Verde as an prime example. But always willing to see the benefits in evil actions, Mystique in a way, defended Beast by stating his motives was in the benefit of the island. Which to nobody's surprise, Charles Xavier agreed with Mystique's statement, for he doubled down by saying all of us have been in a similar complicated situation at one point or another. And then went on to say Beast has indeed made impure and illegal decisions, which also includes booby-trapping his own body. But the question we must ask ourselves is if Beast is a threat to Krakoa, for in his opinion there is no easy way to answer that question. Now, that statement right there completely threw Sage for a loop, because she angrily pointed out that Beast murdered Wolverine in cold blood. Which in Charles' words was an undeniable crime, but he also goes on to rebuttal her statement by countering it with Wolverine also committing a crime in return by killing Beast. So with the conversation going nowhere, Sage points out that she is aware that she is not a part of the council, but she wanted her voice to be heard. Which Charles allowed her to do so freely. So with Sage at center stage, she goes on to state that Beast fled the island with a lot of top secret information that can damage their nation. But to the council, that was something they could live with, for Charles goes on to say that by no means he is defending Bast's actions, but on the other hand Beast is defending them. And because they are currently philosophically and strategically fractured, they have no time to hunt down Beast and force him to answer for his crimes. So long story short, the council is willing to let him go for now. Which is further repeated by Emma as she senses Sage's frustration, for she states they might very well need to hunt Beast down at some point, but right now Krakoa is struggling diplomatically. Because everyone wants access with or without by force to the resurrection process. And because of that, she sees the benefit in Beast making independent defensive choices for Krakoa, for through his actions he is most likely going to deal with some of their aggressors. And with that statement, Sebastian Shaw also doubled down alongside Emma, because he also states that Beast is currently conducting rogue acts of war, which means ultimately their hands will be clean of anything Beast does moving forward. So with most of the council members in agreement, Storm the Regent of Arakko stood to her feet in objection to what everyone was saying, and stated that there must be consequences for Beast's actions, and there has to be change that comes out of this. And those changes are, A. Sage will be appointed as the new director of X-Force, which Charles ultimately agrees to just as long as they don't go after Beast. And B. X-Force will need additional oversight by the council, and the way they were going to go about doing it was by having one of the council members join their ranks and report back to the rest of the council on a regular basis. So with that established, the worst possible council member volunteered for the position, which was Colossus. Now the reason why I say that is because Colossus is currently under the control of his brother, which would mean the Russians would have an eye on both the Quiet Council as well as Krakoa's secret Black Ops team, X-Force. So with some issues solved, and others beginning, we skip over to Beast's former space prison. For now, it is under new management. Because a gang of space pirates is now in control, and by the sounds of it, they aren't fans of Beast nor Krakoa. Because one of the things this new threat suggested was dropping a cargo hold full of creatures over the island nation. Now with that looming in the background, Black Tom, Omega Red, and Deadpool is trying to figure out what their new base of operations will be, considering Beast stole their last one. So after a small debate, Deadpool convinces Black Tom to create a Mount Rushmore version of himself alongside a hill. So following that huge mistake, the new director of X-Force, Sage, walked out of the tree line with the actual plans for their new HQ. Now as the base is created, Sage states that Beast had their old base in a cave hidden away from the island, but she wants to try something new, by elevating their new HQ into the air and making it a part of Krakoa. So with the new base up and running, we skip over to the Green Lagoon with X-23, Juggernaut, Strong Guy, and some other individual playing a drinking game, and the way it works is you all have to take a shot and punch the person next to you. And whoever is left standing is the winner. So as the game progressed, one of the contestants is knocked unconscious, and then when it came to Strong Guy's turn, he ends up laying a mean right hook on X-23, which nearly knocked her out. But see, X-23 had something up her sleeves, because with blinding speed she stabbed both men in the knees, which sent them both to the ground. So with the other two contestants unable to stand, by default, X-23 was crowned the winner. So when the game was said and done, Sage appeared in the bar ready to recruit new talent, for the new team was missing a Wolverine. Now at first X-23 was reluctant to join due to the fact that A. Wolverines work best alone, and B. Everyone who joins that outfit always ends up leaving for one reason or another. So with those two statements on the table, Sage informs her that due to the team being under new management, she would like to try to change that perception from the inside. But before she could seal the deal, an object from the sky caught both Sage and X-23 attention. So with something going down, we skip over to an open field, with three kids playing a game of frisbee, when the cargo hold from Beast's former space prison came crashing down to the ground below. And after a decent-sized explosion, the creatures from within immediately escape in an attempt to cause trouble, but before they could do anything, X-23 and X-Force arrive on the scene. So with the cavalry all together, the team started to lay waste to each and every last one of the creatures in a shower of claws and bullets, as well as other assorted methods of killing. So once the day was saved, the kids ran to X-23 to show their appreciation for her help, which was something she wasn't accustomed to doing. But before they could celebrate, a glowing pink portal appeared, as an older Quentin appeared out of the portal battling a giant monster, and after a few well-placed strokes of his blade the creature was downed for the count. So as the long-lost member of X-Force returned back on the scene, he requested for his friends to help him. So with that said, issue number 39 of X-Force comes to an end. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to leave a like and a comment if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.